Alright, so this is day one of practicing recording myself on video to see how I improve and to learn to talk naturally. I'm just walking my dog, Miss Sansa, and we're just going to go for a walk in the woods. I'm trying out a new hairstyle. It's like a little space buns down look. I'm trying to get hairdo ideas for my YouTube channel. So we have a business that we've done from home for almost 20 years, and we make embroidery designs and sell those digital files online for others so that they can download and make them. And so far, those videos have just been either silent tutorials or just showing my hands. And I really want to get used to, I really want to put my face out there because I feel like customers want to see you, especially whenever you have your own small business. And so I have this idea of creating something called the Midnight Embroidery Show. And the reason why I chose that name is because I work really late hours. Actually, I work at midnight and beyond. Most times that's whenever I'm able to get work done because I homeschool my kids. My husband stays home, so I have to cook and clean, and just there's a lot of distractions during the day. And even though I am working during that time, it's very hard to stay focused. Hopefully, Sansa doesn't bolt. She hears something. I see it. It's a squirrel. So, one of my biggest hangups is that I'm a perfectionist and I want everything to just be jaw-droppingly perfect. And I'm also very creative minded, obviously, because I create things for people to sew. And after doing that for 20 years, you have to get creative and think of new things to make and to sell for others to make. And in the beginning of the business, I just did appliques. It was like a niche thing. So the name of our business was Planet Applique. So, you can only, I think I made 4,000 designs. So 4,000 designs later, you kind of get into a design slump. So what I started doing was I started making stuffed animals with the embroidery machine. Of course, this requires detailed tutorials, which I do, but they are PDF. And I do have some video tutorials, but I really want all of our designs, or most of our designs, to also have, in addition to a PDF tutorial, a video tutorial. And I watch lots of tutorials and I enjoy them. I'm kind of nerdy like that, so I have learned everything from how to code to how to 3D print, how to do my own hair. Like, I just love doing things myself. So therefore, I love learning, and tutorials are interesting to me. I want to get down to it and learn something. But not all people are like me, but they still want to be successful in making, a plushie or a stuffed animal or an embroidery project that they're proud of. So I figured that the video tutorials done in a certain way would be helpful. Like I said, I've already done tutorials, but they are just showing my hands, not my face. And they don't show the finished project. They just show like each step to how to make it. And so I don't get a lot of views, surprisingly. My first embroidery machine about 18 years ago, and it was a beginner. I think it was like maybe $500, and I didn't keep it very long. I ended up trading it in. Thank God that our local embroidery machine shop allows you to trade in your machine and upgrade. So then I upgraded to a bigger hoop. I think at the time the first machine only had a 5x7 hoop, and I upgraded and got a 6x10 hoop, and it had a lot more features. But I really wanted a multi-needle machine. So I think I upgraded like 3 times total to get that embroidery machine. And I could never afford it all in one go, because at the time those multi-needle machines, and I'm talking about the Brother 10 needle, I think it's called the PE1000R. At the time, that machine was, I want to say it was $14,000. They gave me $4,000 for the trade-in value of my Innovis, and I believe I had an Innovis 4600. Sansa, let's go back this way. And so I traded that machine in, and they were able to give me a 10 needle with $10,000 as the difference. Today, those machines are $20,000. So, I mean, the inflation isn't really that bad, but I don't have $20,000. I can't trade in my 10 needle machine, and I really need a new machine. I think having my machine that I have now for 12 years has served me well, but it needs to be a backup, because one of the reasons I want a new machine is because I'm terrified that the only embroidery machine that I have right now is going to die on me or need some crazy servicing that's going to put me down and not being able to work. Sorry, walking kills me. So I'm old and walking is tough in this heat. But so I really want a second multi-needle embroidery machine, and my plan to do that is to finance, because I don't really have anything to trade in. The other option I have is to once again get a single needle machine, which I haven't had in a very long time, and a lot of our customers only use single needle machines. So the benefit of that is that this will allow me to make those designs on a single needle to show customers that they can in fact make them, and that they don't have to have a multi-needle like I have. So there's a big plus there. But anyway, I just wanted to talk. This is my first video, and of talking like myself on camera. And I will see you tomorrow when I will film the second video. And once again, Miss Sansa will be my walking companion. Thank you so much.